all with 2 personal fouls. Besides Stewart with 13, Pointer with 6, Tamora Young with 4 to lead the Scarlet Knights, as we look at Sutton Brown, who played only 4 minutes in the first half because of foul trouble. And for UConn, Paige Sauer with 10, Tamika Williams 8, Svetlana Abrasimova with 4. So it's Rutgers ball to begin the second half. Down low, Sutton Brown over Sauer, and on the rebound, foul will be called on the Huskies. Abrasimova.
Well, Vivian Stringer would love to see Sutton Brown be able to use her left hand as well as she does her right, because Sutton Brown's got the body and she needs to polish her skills.
Now Stewart gets the ball inside and lays it in as she got inside position on Tamika Williams. 15 for Stewart, and Rutgers with a 5-point lead that equals the Scarlet Knights' biggest lead of the ball game.
Well, Stewart only 5'10", but she can post up.
And UConn answers the other end.
Well, Williams now gets into double-digit scoring.
10 points for Tamika. She had 20 along with 11 rebounds in Saturday's loss at Boston College. UConn had beaten BC 16 straight times. Sutton Brown knocked loose by Jones. Pointer will run it down at midcourt and reset the offense. Shot clock at 10. Pointer gets the screen from Stewart, feeds Sutton Brown, but she missed the layup. Gets her own rebound though.
Now, Sutton Brown inconsistent, and you can see it in the course of a game, let alone a couple of minutes.
On the right is Abrasimova, and Stewart and Miles were both there.
And he gets Miles
for third.
Talk about Natasha Pointer. She leads the conference in assists, breaks you down, draws the D, kicks it. And Sutton Brown costs her an assist, but nonetheless gets the hoop.
Miles becomes the first player on either team to pick up a 3rd foul. The first on Rutgers this half. Glennie on the left is Tamika Williams. Hansmeyer can't handle it. Poorly thrown pass by Glennie.
And another turnover. We talked about that just prior to starting this. They had 15 first half.
Glennie played 14 minutes first half. And a double dribble on Pointer. When's the last time, Doris, in the first 31 minutes of a game, you saw 3 double dribbles called?
It has been a while.
The Park and Rec League.
Yeah. It is fantastic.
There's the turnover story. UConn, you mentioned, only averaging 17 per game. Almost have that already in 32 minutes. Abrasimova spins, gives to Sauer, and she's called for travel. Pointer got her hand on the ball, and Abrasimova continued on the dribble and was called for the travel. 20-second timeout, UConn.
Well, successive turnovers on possessions has caused Gino to blow a 20 here.
We mentioned that UConn, Doris, with that big game return date with Boston College, is, you know, we kind of look ahead to what's going on for these 2 schools. The Boston College game will be on February 9th at the Hartford Civic Center. They also have a non-league date at 14th ranked Old Dominion. And these are a look at some of the key games remaining among the top 4 schools in the league. Boston College at Notre Dame on February 3rd. Then BC will host Rutgers, will visit UConn. Notre Dame will play at Rutgers. So BC sitting pretty at 7-3, but a lot of work ahead of it.
Yeah, some tough games remaining. Last year, the conference had an unprecedented 4 teams in the NCAA tournament, and you really, if some teams come around, might press for 5.
This is Pointer in traffic. She's got 8, and the lead is 7. This is the biggest lead of the night. Glennie for 3. Rebound, Miles was there. And let's see.
This is gonna go against White. And this will be an over-the-back call or a push call.
And it's number 4 on Linda Miles. They got to get her out of the game.
No question. Vivian getting Davelin Cunningham off the bench.
And Abrasimova's shot is deflected, but a foul will be called, I think, on Stewart. No, it's Tammy Sutton-Brown's third foul.
And Vivian is going to give our freshman some instructions. She might switch defenses here.
So 3 on Sutton-Brown and 4 on Miles. Third team foul on Rutgers this half as Abrasimova goes to the line.
Well, here's when you like to start to like the philosophy of sitting with players when you get 2 quick ones in the first. There was never a question of Sutton-Brown picking up number 3. It didn't happen until 2.5 elapsed here in the second half.
Sutton-Brown only played 4 minutes in the first half before picking up that second foul.
Well, this has been a continuing theme with Sutton-Brown. She has a tendency to go ahead and get herself in foul trouble and limit her own minutes.
Rutgers lead is 5. Down low, Sutton-Brown is there.
The Rutgers players anxiously awaiting the call.
Number 3 on Sauer.
Those are 2 big bodies, and that would have been huge if Sutton-Brown would have been called for the offensive posting Sauer.
Down low, Stewart gives to Sutton-Brown.
They're looking to establish her early, and Stewart doing more than scoring.
4 points to the sophomore from Ontario. And again, the lead is 7, equaling the largest lead of the night. Lenny gives to Abrasimova. Hansmeyer down low. She has it knocked loose. Last touch by Rutgers. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Sarge, we've had 1 3-point field goal in the entire game.
Well, this has been a more scrambling type defensive pressure by Rutgers. There's a little more activity. 3 white jerseys coming over.
Off the inbound, Abrasimova misses the 3, but Glennie gets a rebound and a new clock for the Huskies. Sauer up top. Glennie on the left for 3. Long rebound. Tamora Young ahead to Stewart. Can she finish? Instead, she leaves for Pointer. Abrasimova with the rebound. Pointer very fortunate she didn't get nailed for a third foul. Stewart getting up very slowly. Abrasimova can't get the roll. Tamika Williams wrestles the rebound away from Sutton-Brown. And the pass inside is stolen by Sutton-Brown. But last touch by Rutgers. There was another example, Doris, of maybe Abrasimova trying to force something that just wasn't there.
Yeah, that's a tough shot, especially when you're not playing well. She's not getting the roll. And Vivian Stringer mentioned something about blinking. Well, this might be the point in the game when they've started to. Pointer misses the layup, a little miscommunication on the outlet pass. Trying to give Connecticut an opportunity to get back in this one.
Williams sits down, Asia Jones back in. So it's UConn ball down 7. Rutgers staying in the man-to-man despite the foul trouble. Sutton-Brown on the floor with 3 fouls. Miles on the bench with 4.
I think you're looking at a little boxing 1 here on Svetlana Abrasimova.
Yep, I think you're right. Glennie inside. Sutton-Brown got a piece. Sauer tried to save, and Stewart steals it.
That's the second successive possession where Stewart is face guarding Abrasimova, and everybody else is in a zone.
Davlin Cunningham in the lineup. And Stewart will be fouled by, oh, what do we have here? Going the other way. Let's see what the call is here. It's a foul on Rutgers. I think it's on Shawnetta Stewart. We have a timeout with 15:29 to go, and the Rutgers lead is 7. It's the 20th season of the Big East Conference, and throughout the season we are taking a look back at some great moments in Big East history. On this date in 1990, UConn's Kerry Bascom, 38 points, a perfect 16 for 16 for the line in a 95-76 win over St. John's. Bascom, the second leading scorer in UConn history, 1 point behind Nikisha Sales. and now an assistant coach at the University of New Hampshire, and really one of the great players in the conference, along with Shelley Pennyfather, who of course was the player of the year in the country, won the Wade Trophy, and they're two of the players that really got this league off to the great start.
Yeah, Carrie Bascom leading Gino to his first Final Four, and she was an outstanding player surrounded by some solid ones. Laura Lishnas.
Wendy Davis.
Yeah, I mean, Davis.
Megan Patterson.
Megan Patterson. I mean, tremendous role players.
We went to the Final Four in 1991, losing to Virginia. UConn has been back to the Final Four 2 more times. Won it all in 95, lost in the national semifinals to Tennessee in 1996.
And they changed defenses again, a little 1-3-1.
Sauer with the miss, and on the rebound, a held ball and some shoving. We should mention, by the way, before we went to break, that foul was on Pointer. That's her third.
Now, from the bottom side, this is what just occurred. The shot by Sauer, once again, Svett goes to the offensive glass. Jones keeps it alive.
And would you believe Asia Jones has been called for a double dribble for the 3rd time?
Wow. She has struggled.
20th turnover for Gino Auriemma's Huskies. They are down 7. They've only scored 4 points in the first 5 minutes of the second half. Tiana Abralich is now in at the point for UConn. Pointer on the left, Stewart. Shot clock at 10. Shoots over Abralich. And the rebound of Abrasimova.
You're going to see that set every single time the shot clock goes under 10. Pointer will look either to go off a screen or just break her man down on her own.
So now Abralich, the 3rd UConn player to run the show from the point tonight. Walters, then Glennie, and now Abralich. Her pass deflected out of bounds by Pointer. UConn ball with 13 seconds left in the shot clock.
When you look at this Connecticut club, this is the perfect example of why point guards like Natasha Pointer are so valuable to their club. You can have all the great athleticism, the great basketball players you want, but you better have somebody who can set them up.
And you know, Gino Auriemma has had that throughout the 90s, first with Pam Weber and then Jen Rosati. They also played together. They overlapped, and then, of course, Rita Williams. Here's a pass inside, knocked out of bounds by Cunningham. UConn ball, 2 seconds left in the shot clock, and Sauer is grimacing in pain. Now they're reversing the call.
Wow. Sauer's got to check out. We're not sure exactly what happened. It does not look to be her lower back, which has been a problem. But we will get a look, and perhaps banging knees. She's looking to post up.
Yep, I think that's what happened to Cunningham. I think they banged knees. So she is out. Stewart misses everything. This is getting a little ugly here in the last few minutes.
It's been very ugly, very low scoring for two teams that have put up some solid offensive numbers. Rutgers, of course, #1 in the country at 96. You see Sauer's numbers have been important thus far. And Rutgers on the other side, 71 points.
Sauer looks okay. It looks like she's anxious to come in. Abrasimova, nice feed to Williams. You know, we mentioned she likes to gamble. And there's an example of a gamble paying off. That was a very difficult. She really had to thread the needle on that one.
Yeah, she had to put enough air under it. Nice job by Williams to pin the D and hold position.
12 points for Tamika Williams. UConn down 5. Stewart down low, Bonin spins, and the pass is blocked by Asia Jones, but a foul is called. And it will be on Jones. That's her second. And the third on the Huskies this half. When Rutgers beat UConn here at the RAC February 10th last year, it ended a 53-game Big East winning streak for the Huskies.